All right, guys, it's Jojo on the radio in the studio with a girl that I love, Hailee Steinfeld. Hello.
What's up?
How are you doing?
I am so good. How are you doing?
I couldn't be any better. I knew you were coming in, so I got my nice purple shirt on.
You are looking great, Jojo.
Do you like? Personal question. I know this is people want to hear about you, but do I? My hair, it's blonde now. Does it look okay?
Yes.
Do I look more like Pete Wentz or Ellen DeGeneres? That's what I keep getting, the combination of those two.
Pete Wentz or Ellen DeGeneres. You know?
Which I love both.
Okay.
What do you...
I'm going to say I'm very much leaning towards Pete Wentz, but I would not have picked either one of them if you asked me who.
Who would you have picked?
You are yourself, Jojo. You are
right.
You are one of a kind.
Son of a gun, I love you, fella. Oh my God. All right, hey, Hailee, what has been, last time I saw you, last time you came in the studio, I'm trying to backtrack here. You were releasing the EP and of course the album, and it was just the music thing was somewhat new. I mean, you've been recording stuff, but it was time to become a musician and not just an actress. Actress? Did I say?
That's okay. I consider myself an actress. Nobody else has ever really said that. So.
Note to self: there's no X in there. Sorry, but now I mean you're here comes round two. You know, so what? Catch me up. What have I missed? What have you been doing?
Well, I mean, it's insane. When I came and saw you last, I had, just finished the EP, and I was in the studio for quite some time, and I had recorded much more than what was just on the EP. And Love Myself took me on such a ride that I never, ever would have thought I would have gone on with that song, and it was so amazing. And I'm back in the studio working on the album, and Rock Bottom is out featuring DNCE, which is so amazing because I've lived with that song for a while on my own, and now having DNCE on it has it has sort of added a whole new wave of excitement to that song for me.
How long has that song been sitting around without DNCE on it?
DNCE came onto it about, I want to say, oh God, I have like a really terrible sense of time and direction. That's just the thing you should know about me.
So within the last 10 years.
Within the last 10 years, yeah. No, well, Rock Bottom is, came, it was on the EP and it was obviously recorded. It was one of the first songs I recorded. And Joe cut vocals on it just a few months ago. What did you call him? Did he call you? Who came up with this idea? I wish I could say it was I was just thinking wow, wouldn't it be great if Joe Jonas was on this? And then I called him and he was like, yeah, I'm down. And it just happened that way because then it would have made it like I came up with this wonderful idea. But Joe and I were in the studio working with the same team around the same time on our EPs a couple months ago. And in passing, I guess he had heard Rock Bottom and loved it enough to want to cut a verse on it, which is actually, I guess, equally as cool as the other way around. But
very cool. So basically, he just invited himself over, is what he did.
Yes, exactly. And at first, I heard him on it, and I was like, you know what? I don't like it. He sings my favorite verse in the song. I don't like it. That's my verse. I want to sing that. But then I listened to it again, obviously, a million more times, and I absolutely love him. I love DNCE, and the song felt so complete with his vocals on it.
Jojo on the radio in the studio with Hailee Steinfeld. Of course, Twitters, Instagrams, Facebooks, all that at Hailee Steinfeld. What's your Snapchat's just at Hayes, right?
Yes, sir.
By the way, nobody has the same Snapchat as they do their Twitter and Instagram. Everybody gets it stolen, or even me. I don't even have the same Snapchat.
Really? What's your Snapchat?
It's embarrassing. It's Jojo in a UFO. I know. It's just...
I actually love it. That makes me want to change mine. Hey, UFO.
It's Jojo in a UFO, you jackass. Oh my God. But Jojo, I don't know if somebody stole mine as much as I think I may have made a Snapchat and then lost it and forgot the password.
That happens to me all the time.
So, one of them things.
Jojo in a UFO. I'm going to add you right now.
So follow me if you want. Nothing good happens on my Snapchat.
You're not in UFOs in your Snapchat?
No, it's just stupid crap. Twitter and Instagram, maybe you're the same way. Twitter and Instagram, I overthink. The verbiage has to be correct. The filters. And
it has to be worthy of posting if it's on Twitter or Instagram. Snapchat is just kind of like double chin selfies all day long.
Oh, man, I'll Snapchat a bowl of soup and my dog literally pooping, and then more than once that's happened, and then I don't even care. It just
I'm gonna Snapchat my dog pooping. That's actually really funny.
Your dog's like, Hailee, what are you doing? Don't worry about it.
Like.
Hey, but okay, album. The album is in progress.
Yes.
You're working on it right now. Wait, you're recording right around here? I know we're in Burbank, so you're in the general area.
Yeah, LA, Hollywood, all around, kind of.
Are you gonna invite me to come hang out and watch a recording session?
Absolutely,
maybe someday.
If you'd like to come by anytime.
Anytime. Let me know when it's. I don't want to be a total square peg in a round hole, but when I can sit in there and chill and kind of watch. I love that stuff, So
Amazing.
pick a time that works for you, and I'll come hang. But how are we looking with the album? How much? I don't know if there's a target date, but I know you're trying to get it done. Obviously.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it done, but at the same time, I'm in no rush. I really do feel like everything is still evolving so much, and what I'm working on right now might not be the same vibe as what I'll be working on next week, even though it most likely will be. But the idea of it constantly changing and evolving is so exciting to me. And I don't have a date. I'm not putting a date on it yet. I'm just kind of taking my time and experimenting.
All right. And this track, of course, Rock Bottom, will be on the album at some point. We learned a couple of things. Joe Jonas invited himself to perform on the track. Hey, he's got to do what he's got to do. He sees a great song, and he's like, I want a piece of that.
Yeah.
What else do we need to know about Rock Bottom before I play it? Is there some crazy backstory here?
Oh, man. I guess really for me, I've always had sort of a hard time articulating any kind of relationship that I've been in that has those highs and lows, and this song really sort of captures that perfectly. And I think again with Joe being on it, it sort of visually tells the story. And yeah, I feel like this song kind of represents a relationship that everyone has been in at some point in their life or
So I'm not trying to dig too much here, but is this about a specific, or is this about a just sort of generic relationships in general type? This is about a specific. I can see by the way you're looking. Oh my God!
Contemplating what should I tell him?
All right, so does this person know that it's about them, or will it hit them later? Which I love this part of it.
Well, I will tell you that if this person doesn't know that it's about them, that explains so much.
Oh, of course. God, if I were in your shoes, I would do the same thing. I would love nothing more than an ex to be cruising around and hear this song like, gotcha, it's such a, not that it's about revenge.
Right.
But sometimes, I forget who told me this, but a similar, everybody has songs about relationships, and they said it's not a revenge thing, it's just getting your side of the story out.
Of course.
Something along those lines.
Exactly.
All right.
I like that a lot.
Hailee, music, of course, album is coming out when it's ready. We'll figure that out later. Rock Bottom, you guys need to get that now, or you're an awful person. That's how it kind of, yes.
Hey,
no?
I mean, sure.
I got to sell hard.
You said it, not me.
That's right. Twitter, Instagram, all that. Hailee Steinfeld, Snapchat @Hayes. Give me some movie details. I know you're an incredible actress.
Thank you.
You came to talk about music, but my God, you have, Oscars, you have to have that in the back of your head at some point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing? What are we working on? TV, movie, all that.
So I finished my last movie a couple months ago. I shot in Canada. It was my first time spending a lot of time there, which I fell in love with it. And it's called Besties. It's with myself, Woody Harrelson, Keira Sedgwick, two of my favorite people ever. They're so amazing. And that will hopefully be coming out summer. But if that changes, you'll be the first to know. But
what's it about? What's the movie about?
So, oh man, it's been a minute since I shot this thing. What was it about again? Besties is about going through life just growing up in high school and kind of taking on those everyday inner and outer challenges that every person goes through. I play a character whose best friend ends up dating my brother, and it feels as though the world is sort of coming to an end. And it's just kind of, again, in a way, not to tie this into Rock Bottom at all, but just so that I'm not like constantly repeating myself, it kind of really is the high and low of high school and teenage life.
Have you had I know your brother, he's a little older than you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have a best friend date your brother? Maybe, I don't know.
No.
It would be, it's happened, it's common, but it would be kind of odd, I would think.
Yeah, it would be weird. It would definitely be weird. I guess the idea of that friend being your friend and then a sibling like interjecting in that relationship and you're like, they're mine, even though you don't.
When they knock on the door, it's not necessarily, they don't want you to answer. They want somebody else.
Right.
That's just wrong. Hailee, of course, you have to come. Just drop by any. Let me give you my official invite. And this is an invite that I've given to a handful of people, yet nobody ever takes me up on this.
Oh, no.
All right, you're cruising around. You're in L.A. You know me. You got I'm sure you've turned the radio on once or twice, and there I am, right?
Absolutely.
You're a little bored. I don't have anything crazy going on, like Snoop Dogg's not hanging out. Or even if he's there, come in. The point I'm getting to is, come text me up, come visit. Hey, Jojo, I'm in the area. Want to come by and say hi. And I will respond with, come on up.
Really?
That would be awesome.
Oh my God, I would love that.
Please do. Now, I'm not saying this for this reason, but if you happen to be by a Starbucks, feel free to roll and pick us up a little something.
Okay.
You know, or
what's your order?
I've been trying this strawberry acai. Have you tried that?
I have not.
It's spelled strawberry acai, but pronounced acai.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
what
don't
that
go
really
in and be like, hey, one strawberry acai.
I've done that, and they know what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Whatever. And it's on me. I'll pay you back. You know, but that's not why I'm asking.
Okay.
Same thing with In-N-Out. If you go to In-N-Out, same. Whatever.
All right. You got it.
Point being.
Okay.
Drop by anytime. I'd love to have you stop in.
Thank you, Jojo.
Awesome. Hey, last time you came in, this is one of the most insane moments that I've had. I'm a big paranormal buff, and I ask these random questions all the time of every artist. Have you ever seen a ghost or a UFO?
Yes.
Rarely do I have someone say yes, and I've got it on my phone. And you have the audio of this ghost captured in a studio.
Yes, I do.
Now we don't need to get into the playback again. I can look that up later. But have you been back to that studio? Anything like? Have you investigated anything?
I actually have not been back to that studio. Not like a by choice thing. I'm not terrified or anything. I haven't been back to that studio, and I really haven't had much of an experience like that since. I mean, maybe, but I just feel like I sound insane when I talk about it.
Well, it is. It's you do sound kind of nuts.
So one day I was asleep and I felt something above me, and it was a voice saying, "Wake up!"
Oh my God! Well, in a nutshell, basically, you're in a studio and you go to record, and another voice pops in, and you did as far as we know, all the people in the studio, they didn't do it. You didn't do it. There's this voice. What else could it be?
I mean.
Or you're crazy. One of the two. I heard the video. I heard the tape where you played it for me.
I played it for you. And the studio, the specific room in the studio is known to have a friendly ghost.
I wonder who died in there. Do you know? What studio? Did we even say what studio it is?
It used to be Marilyn Monroe and Frank Sinatra's apartment.
Well, that solves it right there. Oh my God! Luckily, you didn't have to give Marilyn Monroe. If she made it onto the album, do you have to give her rights? Hey, it would be
featured. Yeah. Hey, I'm not. It's not a problem.
She's like, you want 30% of it. All right. So that's Hailee Steinfeld. Hailee, it's a real pleasure. Once again, drop by anytime.
Thank you, Jojo.